I still smell the figs. Not the sweet kind you buy in the store. The bruised, overripe smell that hangs in Fresno heat when the sun bakes the orchards black. That smell never left me. Neither did the legs. My name is Raymond Delgado. I'm 71 years old, and for 53 of those years I've been followed by something that has no face, no arms, no body. Just legs. Pale. Walking. Before I tell you what really happened, take a second to subscribe to Haunted USA Tales. It helps more than you think, and I promise, this story is one you'll never forget. I was born in 1954 in Fresno, California, Central Valley. Flat as a tabletop, hot enough to melt the soles off your shoes. My father picked grapes, my mother packed raisins at the Sun-Maid plant. We lived on the east side, where the subdivisions ran out of money and the almond trees took over. Our house was small, stucco cracked like old skin, chain-link fence that rattled when the Santa Ana winds came down from the mountains. I was the middle kid, 2 sisters older, 1 brother younger. Money was always short, but we had each other. That was before everything changed. It started in the summer of '71. I was 17, working nights at the packing shed on Belmont and Chestnut. 3rd shift, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. I'd ride my Schwinn home through the orchards, moonlight cutting silver paths between the rows. The air smelled like dust and fertilizer and something else. Something sharp, like ozone after lightning. One night the dogs went quiet. All of them. At once. You know how loud Fresno dogs are. Barking at nothing all night long. But that night, silence. I coasted to a stop at the corner of Maple and McKinley. The street lamp flickered. Then I saw them. 2 legs. Standing in the middle of the road. No body. No shadow. Just legs, pale as milk, joints bending wrong. They didn't move at first. Then they walked. Not fast. Not slow. Just steady. Straight toward me. I dropped the bike and ran. Didn't look back till I was inside the house. Door locked. Heart punching my ribs. My mother found me on the kitchen floor, shaking so hard I couldn't speak. She thought I'd been jumped. I let her think that, but they came back. Every night for a week. Always between 2:14 and 2:27 a.m. I know the exact times because I started writing them down. They'd walk the fence line. Sometimes 1 pair. Sometimes 3. Never more. Never less than 2. They never made a sound. Not on gravel. Not on asphalt. The grass didn't bend. I told my father. He was a practical man. Said I was seeing things because I worked too hard. Said to drink warm milk and go to bed earlier. But I saw the way he crossed himself when he thought I wasn't looking. Then came the night they came inside. I'd fallen asleep on the couch, TV flickering with snow. I woke to the smell of wet concrete. The front door was open, just a crack. But I'd locked it. I know I did. They were in the hallway, 2 pairs, standing perfectly still, facing my parents' bedroom. I couldn't move, couldn't scream. My throat closed like someone had their hands around it. They turned. Not the legs bending, the whole shape pivoting, smooth as a dancer. They walked toward me. I blacked out. When I came to, the door was closed. Locked. The smell was gone. But there were footprints on the ceiling. Pale smudges, long and narrow, walking in a perfect circle above the couch. I stared at them for hours. They didn't fade till sunrise. I quit the packing shed. Took a job at the Sun-Maid plant with my mother. Day shift. Thought daylight would fix it. Didn't. They just waited. In 1976, I got married. Maria, Beautiful girl from Sanger. Eyes like coffee and a laugh that made the world make sense. We rented a little house on Dakota Avenue. White picket fence. Rose bushes. I told her everything on our wedding night. She listened, held my hand, said we'd face it together. We lasted 8 months. One morning I woke up and she was gone. No note. No clothes missing. Just gone. Her side of the bed still warm. I found her 3 days later in the hospital. Catatonic. Staring at the ceiling. When the doctor asked what happened, she whispered one word. Legs. They kept her for 6 weeks. When she came home, she wouldn't sleep in our bed. Slept on the porch with the dog. 6 months later she left. Divorce papers said, irreconcilable differences. I signed them without reading. I moved 12 times in 20 years. Fresno to Bakersfield. Bakersfield to Modesto. Modesto to Merced. Everywhere I went, the legs followed. Always the same. Always pale. Always walking. In 1998, I bought a trailer outside of Madera. 10 acres. No neighbors for 2 miles. I installed cameras. 6 of them. Motion activated. Infrared. I ran the feed to a monitor in the bedroom. Every night I watched. November 3, 2009. The night the whole world saw them. I was awake at 2:17 a.m. when the backyard camera triggered. I sat up so fast I cracked my head on the headboard. There they were. 2 pairs. Walking across the lawn. Clear as day. The footage was perfect. No glitches. No artifacts. I saved it. Burned it to a disk. Mailed copies to every news station from Sacramento to San Diego. Most threw it away. One junior reporter in Fresno ran it. Called them pants on a string. The internet called them Nightcrawlers. I watched the video go viral from a library computer. Millions of views. Thousands of comments. Hoax. CGI. Aliens. Demons. They didn't know. They didn't live with them for 38 years. In 2011 I got sick. Liver. Too much beer. Too many sleepless nights. The doctor gave me 6 months. I laughed. Said I'd been dying since 1971. I moved into a studio apartment downtown. Top floor. No yard. No orchard. Concrete and streetlights. I thought elevation might help. Didn't. They walked the ceiling. Every night. Back and forth. Like they were wearing a path in the plaster. I'd lie in bed and watch the shadows move. Sometimes they'd stop. Stand over me. I'd feel the mattress dip. Like weight settling. But there was nothing there. In 2014 I got a letter. No return address. Inside was a single Polaroid. My childhood bedroom. The one on Maple and McKinley. The walls were bare. The house had been demolished years ago. But there, in the middle of the empty room, 2 pale legs. Standing exactly where my bed used to be. On the back, in handwriting I didn't recognize, we never left. I burned the photo. The ashes spelled my name. I stopped fighting after that. In 2020, I moved into a nursing home off Cedar and Herndon. Room 312. 3rd floor. No stairs. No yard. Just fluorescent lights and the smell of bleach. They still come. Every Tuesday at 2:14 a.m. The nurses think I'm crazy. They find me on the floor, clutching my chest. They give me pills. The pills don't work. Last month, a new patient moved in down the hall. Young kid. 22. Car accident. Paralyzed from the waist down. He asked for a room with a view of the orchard. They gave him 308. 3 nights ago he screamed. Not pain, terror. I wheeled myself to his door. The nurses were already there. He was pointing at the ceiling, babbling about legs, pale legs, walking. They sedated him. This morning he was gone. No record of discharge. His room was empty. The bed was made. But on the ceiling 2 perfect footprints. Long, narrow, pointing toward the window. I'm writing this from my room. It's 1:58 a.m. Tuesday. The hallway is quiet. The lights just flickered. I can hear them. Not footsteps. Walking. They're coming. For the first time in 53 years, I'm not afraid. I'm tired. When they reach my door, I'll stand up. I'll take their hand. Even though they don't have hands. I'll walk with them. Because some debts don't get paid. They get walked. And I've been walking long enough. If you're in Fresno, and you see 2 pale legs crossing the street at 2:14 a.m., don't follow. Don't film. Just close your eyes. Pray they keep walking. Because if they stop, they're waiting for you. And once you walk with them, you never stop.